This is the current look of my university room, but without anything in it. And since it is my last year in university, I thought it nice to change my hostel room look. Join me in painting and transforming my room, while I also gist you about the story behind and after it. The gist is the most important part of this video, and trust me, you do not want to miss it. So stay with me. Hey loves, welcome to today's video. I'm Talkie Ruth and it feels good to have you here. If you are yet to subscribe, I would love for you to quickly click the subscribe button, okay? Thank you. So we're starting off with scraping the wall and also dusting it to remove every dust that is on it so that it will not affect the painting and we can have a smooth painting. I'm grateful for the fact that I won't be transforming my room alone, because that made the process a little less stressful. And sincerely speaking, there is no way I could have done it alone. Now, I believe we all have an idea of what we would want our university room to look like, especially when we're staying off campus. I think we call it the dream room, but this time around, let's say hostel. So did I, but I wasn't able to get my dream room. So instead, I thought to opt for any nice transformation. And this is important to me because it is my last year in university, and while I have stayed off campus all my life, I haven't really put in any effort into my room aesthetic. And so it was about time that changed. And also because I was thinking of taking content creation more seriously, which made it look more timely. But now I wish I almost didn't bother with any of that, and you will know why in a bit. Here we go.
Let's roll. Roll it. Now stay. Let it roll. Once I say roll, let it roll back and forth.
After paying what was supposed to be my last house rent, I decided to take out small money to transform my room. And I always knew I was going to paint my room white because white color actually has a way of making a place look spacious. And I chose one color because I was using a wallpaper too. I planned to paint by myself or with friends instead of getting a painter because I wanted to tick that out of my to-do list, which has been there for a very long time. But I should have also prepared harder for it because it was not easy. Well, prior to this, I had never painted before. That if we're not counting the few times I played with paint, maybe when a painter was painting a place and I just played around with their painting brush. So this was actually my first time doing this. Watching this part of the video again, and I'm like, what was I thinking trying to use the paint brush to clean the paint on the wall? It doesn't even make sense to me, but I did at that point. Now imagine going through the stress of painting or changing your room by yourself with the help from a few friends, only for a caretaker to be the weapon that the devil has fashioned against you. My dear, we'll get to that just shortly. At this point, I was beginning to get the hang of it as I now understood how to roll the brush and how to, should I say, apply force, because I wasn't really applying so much force. But yeah.
This is 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. You know everything tick off. You know everything tick off to the open your wallpaper. Once you open your wallpaper, like go confused.
Another friend of mine who is also my neighbor came to help me out, and I'm not gonna lie, I was beginning to feel like a good person because what did I do to deserve this? I should let you know that it took us 2 days to be done with my room, but at this point we're done with the first major half. Actually, it's a little bit more than half, and what was really left was just like a touch up, and after that we'll be done. And thankfully day one was a success, but we just had a little tiny issue, and that's the fact that the wall wasn't covering up, and I think it was as a result of the type of paint I bought. The paint I bought is quite lighter than the normal one, the other one that they said I should have gotten. So we're trying to see if it was going to cover up, and we're doing and brushing and painting over again, but it wasn't covering up. And again, I didn't really have much paint left anymore because I had bought just one big bucket. Yes, I bought just one big bucket of paint. After a good number of hours, we're finally done painting the room. I don't remember how long it took anymore, but then it was left for me to do the kitchen. The kitchen is quite small, so I could actually do that myself. And that was all for day 1. Here it was the second day, and I was up early to continue from where I stopped. But mind you, I was unable to sleep in my room the night before because we finished quite late and the paint had not dried. I also had help applying my wallpaper. Actually, I will call it full help because unlike the painting where I did add an input, this one I did nothing. Let's say little or nothing. The only thing I did was helping them to hold it at some point, and that was it. And I was really grateful for them because if I had outsourced this job, I would have paid for it, right? But then I got all this for free. All the help I got it for free. They could have charged me, especially for the wallpaper on, but I wasn't charged. And so it had me feeling blessed. But little did I know that soon I will be asking myself if I was cursed or something. Because why was it this day of all days that the caretaker decided to bring quit notice for everybody in the compound? Yes, you heard me clearly. While I was doing this transformation in my room and I was super excited and it was looking all fine and I just got this new carpet I was going to apply and everything, there was quit notice on its way to us. Very funny. It was so funny that when I realized what was going on, I just started laughing. I said realized because it took a while for the quit notice to come upstairs. They started bringing people that were downstairs and people were talking. I was like, okay, what's going on in the compound? And then I stepped out only to realize that this barrister had come to give everybody quit notice. Guys, I really did not know how to feel at that point. It was many things at once. And then my neighbors were coming upstairs and being like, sorry, it's Ruth I feel for the most. Saying things like, and she don't paint, and the room fine, I didn't even know how to process those things. I was just laughing because, what do you mean by quit notice? I thought the quit notice would not get to me, right? Because at first, when the barrister got upstairs, he just looked into my room and he passed. And like I said before, I just paid my house rent the month before, so I didn't really see the reason why I should be getting it. But then it touched everybody. And it turned out that the reason why the caretaker didn't say anything initially was because he felt pity for me.
I'm like this, me I don't need collect work. See if I can get now. Give her work, she did active. Ha!
Oh my god!
Wow!
This is what just happened.
Nah, man, I say, God.
Know who I am. Say hi to the camera.
Wait, I'm hungry.
Say hi to the camera.
I'm hungry.
Why you are at that position? Can just dance a little. Shake to the left, to the right. Shake.
If I paint your face.
From that distance, just see your illusion. From that distance, one paint my face. You go dance or not? Let me waste my camera.
More dancing. Wait. It turned out we had just 6 months to evacuate our apartment. And that's how right from the first day I finished, transforming my room, I had to start thinking of how to move out. That was really sad because if I had known that they would do that, I probably wouldn't have paid. I wouldn't have paid the house rent I paid. I would have probably held on to the money and not even bother with the whole painting and everything because what's the use? I won't get my house rent back. But that happened to me. And yeah, so this is the before of my room. Now let's see the after because I didn't let the old thing kill my joy. But let's see the after. And this is the after look, guys. I was so in love, especially with the wallpapers. It was giving. I also love the carpet too. But the sad thing is that I didn't have much time to maximize the space. I only had 6 months. Just 6 months. What could I do in 6 months? But yeah, this is it. Guys, what do you think of the space? What would you rate it? What would you rate me? And that's it for today, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.